How's it going, guys? But of course, what I'll bring to you today, as I've tipped off to the title already, is some Pearl Market Rush, which can be a nightmare, I find, on average. There's just so much verticality to this map. There's at least 2 levels in which you basically have to engage, not including the ground level, which would obviously make it 3. So this map can be one of those absolute nightmare rush types, especially with the Clud Hutter like you saw there, but hopefully that will be fixed in the latest patch. The moral of the story of this video is basically, though, as much as I've said it multiple times, and it's sort of common sense logic to most people that watch the videos and try it out for themselves, is that never give up mentality. And a lot of the time, yes, as much as it is pretty straightforward, this isn't something that's new, and you're like, oh, this isn't something that's new, why are you telling me this? Listen, the whole point of this is basically that this match here is one of those ones that, as much as we do get a lot of plants and we work controlling the high ground, which is absolutely pivotal to success in this level here, because what I'm doing here, as you see on the second level, is trying to get the enemy, pushing them away from advancing back to the MCOM again, and also taking out the other guys on the high ground to eliminate crossfire on us, so it's just to eliminate suppression and be continually fired upon. So as much as you say, why aren't you diving at the MCOM, that's why. You can't just dive at the MCOM when they've already got the high ground and the crossfire angles set up. Otherwise, you're wasting your time and you're wasting a team ticket. You have to look at the conceivabilities and angles, make the appropriate adjustment, and then you have to sort of take your time and be patient. So that's what I'm sort of playing as here. This, of course, wasn't the best of matches. A can be a nightmare to try and arm because like I said, if they control the high ground and they control the area where basically coming out of their spawn, they can airburst you, they can grenade you, they can throw some flashbang grenades, they can pin you down with suppression and bullets. And if basically where I'm aiming now, if they're able to control that area as well, they can create a crossfire on you from 2 different angles, and good luck trying to get near that MCOM. So this map can be a nightmare. But going back to my point, it's sort of that never give up, continually push mentality. This is an example of it. This match here was exactly that. What you'll see, of course, is as we started, I think at about 150 tickets to get my tags taken here. What you'll see continuously is the tickets wind down, and I had to cut out quite a bit because it was me basically trying to push in, getting killed. Me pushed in, getting killed because they were suppressing us, they were airbursting us, they were shooting at us with all sorts of different caliber of bullets. But of course, at this point here, what you could basically do is you could take the option of Alt-Tab, go browse some Facebook or Reddit or that, and completely pull the plug and wait for the next match. But that's, for the most part, that isn't really my mentality. I can't really do that because it bugs me that I'm basically pulling the plug. There's some matches where I do that, absolutely, because there's absolutely no conceivability on Earth that you're going to come close to arming the MCOMs. Like if your whole team's just sitting back sniping, you're not going to get to it. But we continually pushed here. We did get the 1 MCOM. We got this planted, and this is where it gets frantic. I switched to the MG4 basically because I figured I'd need the firepower. I take out that guy because he was trying to flank us, and then look at this. Even if I wasn't, because I was hitting the targets for the most part, or at least getting the kill assists. But being able to just continually fire downrange is going to make the enemy team's life a nightmare to try and push back to that MCOM to plant. And this was it. If we didn't basically get this MCOM, that was it. But we do manage to get it. And like I said, statistically, this is not one of my favorite matches. Not even close. It's terrible in terms of basically my output. I don't... Like, 17-7 is not too bad. It's about what my normal KD is. But, like, I'm a very streaky player. I'll have games where I go 35-2, 40-2, and then I'll be stupid and too impatient, and then I'll finish with less than 2 KD, but it balances out. That's just the kind of player I usually am. But this was a perfect example, like I said, of that never give up, fuck your stats, but continually push up style. And as you could tell, I'm always a frontline aggressive player. I have it because I understand that playing the middle back or the middle role or the behind role will make your stats look a lot better. But it's just part of it being a flaw of me basically being a player is that, yes, I'm absolutely too impatient. I understand exactly what's needed and what will keep me from getting killed or putting myself in a danger territory, but I get the bloodlust of trying to go for high kills and end up, ironically enough, getting myself killed instead of outputting kills. But I do pretty decent here, I'd say. Because I was just controlling areas where my team had to go, and I was setting up... Because as much as I wasn't actually arming some of the objectives for the most part, I was trying to set up areas that my teammates could, like here. And then we switched to this last set. This last set here I do get to plant, and it is frantic as hell. You'll see a few instances where I try and push in, and I end up getting myself smoked. But it was basically clearing the area. Like, you can't push up when that's down there. A lot of the time, I see too many people trying to push forward. I have no idea how he got me with that knife. I was staring at him right in the face, and that's when I posted in the chat. I'm like, what? This next section here, though, is what I'm talking about. If you're able to clear out certain sections, now that I know that there's only that one guy here, yes, there's a chance someone could spawn in on him on the back, but I took that chance. I figured maybe 1 to 2 guys are going to be defending here, so we have to continually push. Never give in. Fight, fight, fight. Never give in. It's like a John Cena rant. Just continually push back in this section. And you'll see it here. Watch. As I'm able to basically understand that there isn't a whole wave of them back there anymore, I'm able to take out, I think it was 2-3 guys there. I wasn't sure what it was in the kill feed, at least 2. He gets the plant, but look, then I just make sure that there's no other guys around it, so no one can possibly defuse it. And then you're basically telling the whole team, flood it, come on up, defend it with basically as much as you can. And once your team arms an MCOM, the more look at all the teammates here, look at them all. In a situation like that where your teammates just basically flood the area after you planted it, there's a good chance that there's no way in hell the enemy's getting it back. And that was it. Moral of the story, just whether the tickets are low or not, just keep pushing, and ideally it'll work for you. Have a good one, YouTube.